During the height of the Cold War, unknown objects frequently penetrated some of the most heavily restricted airspace on the planet. A 2026 analysis by the Scientific Coalition for UAP Studies examined thousands of these military reports from 1945 through 1975. They looked past the cultural baggage to isolate the actual recorded data. The researchers found no evidence of simultaneous multi-site operations across this 30-year period. Instead, the activity appeared in a staggered, sequential pattern, a behavior that suggests a small reconnaissance force operating with limited assets. This map of the United States illustrates their focus. You can see data points clustering heavily around key nuclear test sites and missile silos. The activity perfectly aligns with the expansion of the American atomic warfare complex. Extracting this actual military data, the signal, takes years of painstaking work because the entire topic of unidentified aerial phenomena is buried under decades of cultural interference. To accurately evaluate these aerial anomalies, we first have to recognize how two massive sources of noise obscure the facts: genuine government secrecy and the opportunists who exploit it. In the summer of 1947, a rancher discovered scattered tinfoil, rubber strips, and wooden beams near Corona, New Mexico, sparking the Roswell incident. The U.S. Army Air Forces issued a press release claiming they had captured a flying disc, only to retract it the very next day with a clumsy cover story about a conventional weather balloon. The reality was different. As seen here, the debris came from Project Mogul, which utilized massive translucent high-altitude research balloons and extensive equipment arrays. Project Mogul was a classified military surveillance program designed to carry acoustic microphones into the upper atmosphere to listen for Soviet nuclear tests. Revealing the debris meant revealing America's primary method for tracking rival atomic weapons. By hiding a terrestrial espionage program behind a mundane weather balloon excuse, the military inadvertently created a massive information vacuum for the American public. Without actual answers, hoaxers rushed in. Over the following decades, they filled the void with increasingly elaborate fictions, ranging from forged top-secret Majestic 12 government documents to a fabricated alien autopsy filmed in a London living room. The military's attempt to hide a terrestrial secret inadvertently engineered a persistent extraterrestrial mythology. By the late 1980s, the interference evolved. Hoaxers began weaponizing scientific jargon to make their stories sound credible, setting their stage at highly secure locations like the Nevada test site. A man named Bob Lazar went on television claiming he had been hired to reverse engineer extraterrestrial spacecraft at a secret facility south of Area 51. The core of his story rested on a specific physical mechanism. He claimed these alien ships harnessed gravity for propulsion, powered by an undiscovered, super-heavy substance he called Element 115. In 1989, this was a difficult rhetorical trap. Because Element 115 had not yet been synthesized on Earth, no physicist could definitively prove his specific claims about its properties wrong. In 2003, Russian scientists successfully produced Element 115, moscovium, allowing a visual breakdown of its atomic structure. Researchers learned moscovium has a half-life of less than a second. It decays too fast to serve as a stable fuel source for gravity propulsion. Pseudoscience relies on hijacking the aesthetics of real physics, creating noise that challenges the public's ability to filter it out. Today, official investigations have resumed. The Pentagon's Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task Force and independent scientific bodies are openly analyzing anomalous reports. Investigators now rely on advanced radar tracking, global sensor networks, and an academic environment that strips away historical stigma. Organizations like the SCU focus strictly on measurable flight characteristics and resource patterns, bypassing the unverified folklore that has clouded the subject for 70 years. Sifting truth from the noise of military cover-ups and pseudoscientific claims depends on a commitment to rigorous, verifiable science.